guys, and let me introduce the guy who was swimming on this video. His name is Robert. Robert, how long you've been swimming?
I have been swimming since January in 2019.
So in January 2019, that's when you started swimming for the balls, but you were swimming before a little bit, right, with YMCA?
Yeah, non-competitive swimmers, yes, YMCA.
So you swam 2 years in a row, 6 weeks?
I didn't swim 2 years in a row. I actually only swim 6 weeks per year.
Yeah, 6 weeks per year, 2 years, right?
Yeah, so 12 weeks.
And you started swimming consistently in 2019, right?
Yes, 2019, January 1st. That's when I started swimming for balls.
I remember the great improvement you had was last summer when you swam 100 freestyle 112 or something like that?
Yes, I swam 112 and then I lowered my time down to 1 minute and 2 seconds, but now it's 59:23.
Yeah, you swam 103, I think, in last October, I think, right? Last October?
No, I swam it in December in the Gators meet.
Oh, right, that's right. Yeah, that's correct. That was in the University of Florida. Okay, very good. Я потом это вырежу.
Okay.
And as far as you know, you are the fastest 10 and under years old boy in Florida in 100 freestyle and 100 IM. Is it correct? Like currently, we don't know all updates because it changes all the time. But as of now, October 18, as far as we know, you are the fastest in 100 free and 100 IM in Florida, right?
Yes, I am. It's just that I'm not fastest in the 50 freestyle because I am not a sprinter. I am just a sprinter. One of those sprinters that doesn't swim the 50 freestyle because the 50 freestyle requires a lot of kicking. The 100 freestyle requires more pacing. Many people say that the 100 freestyle is one of the hardest events to swim.
How the COVID affected your swimming? Was it harder for you to return to the pool after the COVID? You did not swim pretty much for 2 months, right?
Yes, I didn't swim for 2 months.
Was it hard for you to return to the pool?
Yes, I can already tell it was hard. My first days when I'm swimming at 25 in 18 seconds. For some people that may be fast, but for me that's not fast compared to what I was before COVID.
Were you getting tired faster?
Yes, I was getting tired faster. Once again, all of the consequences that follow up with not swimming for 2 months. In swimming, if you don't swim for 2 months, it's like not running for 2 months. So in swimming, when you have some time off, it's hard to recover.
And your last fastest swim was in last March, right? It was 103, and then you jumped from like 103 directly like to 59 seconds. That was a big jump. So what helped you to make this jump?
It definitely wasn't the biggest jump in history. It took me a couple of times. First I was stuck at 102. It took me 6 months, I think, to get out of the 102 spot, but I didn't go 101 or 1 minute. I went 59.
Okay, great job. But what helped you? What did you improve in your technique?
When I came back, when I came back to bowls, I knew that I wasn't going to be swimming the best, so I tried to work on my technique. I thought that the main goal here was the technique. One of the changes, I kept on having problems with flat neck because since I used to swim with in a lane that had lots of swimmers, I had to look forward and see where the swimmers were because I remember this one time I hurt my head against the swimmer's kick.
Yeah, okay, so flat neck. And I can tell you your head position is much better. Your head position is much flatter now. You're not raising your head as much, but did you improve anything in your recovery or in your stroke technique?
Oh yes, I improved my stroke technique. So I used to technically stroke with a flat stroke. So
can you show what does it mean, flat stroke versus pointed stroke?
So what I mean by flat stroke is when you take a stroke like this.
So it's basically like so it's basically like catch position, right? Like you need to carve your head a little bit like a little bit like that.
Yeah. So I used to be able to doing something like this. It actually wasn't that.
So you were dropping your elbow a little bit?
Yeah, I was dropping my elbow, but when you do this, then it helps you catch more water. But there's also something else. When you take a stroke, you might think that, what's better? Stroke with all of your fingers close to the maximum, stroke with all your fingers spread out, or stroke in the middle. I can tell you one thing, this is definitely not the best stroke since you're losing a lot of water.
Right.
This isn't either because you're not gaining as much water. Water doesn't seek through all of the little advantages that it has. When you spread your fingers out about 8 millimeters, then of course some water will get out, but not as much. So it can improve your 50 freestyle time by over half a second.
Yeah, so it creates more resistance, right?
Yeah, more resistance.
How about your body position? Do you feel your body position is a little bit better now?
My body, technically your body position all is focused on your head. So if your head is looking forward, your legs are sinking, you feel like you are sinking, and it's not good. And then if your neck is flat, but it's still more like pointed down to the water, you're not on the water because the water can create some resistance, but when your head is up, then your legs and your back is going to be on top of the water and you will create the least resistance possible.
Okay, that makes sense. So, okay, great swimming. Good luck to you, and hopefully you will be 11 soon, right? So you need to kind of catch up with those guys in 11 age category. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Good. Okay, good job.